Welcome to Thought Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Wolak. We're here each and every day at this time to do this thing of exploring life. And I love it. I get great pleasure out of this. It gives me great joy to be with you, to share with you. And today I want to talk about mental habits, because we all have mental habits, don't we? And those mental habits that we have are what create our experience. And most of the mental habits that we have are unconscious. We don't even realize we're having them. And yes, they're not ours. They were created by others. And in these times like today, it's more and more and more common that people are starting to wake up to the idea that people, advertisers, companies, religions, politicians are trying to get you to think in a specific way. And it's time for you to reclaim your power. It's time for you to claim your power by choosing how you think and reclaiming your power. You don't have to buy into what other people tell you is the right way. You have the ability to think. That's your gift. You have a mind, and that mind can be used however you choose to use it. But if you don't choose to consciously use your mind, you will be programmed. You will become a part of the matrix, so to speak. And when you become a part of the matrix, you lose your freedom. You lose your identity. And that's what I really want to talk about. Have you lost your identity? Do you even know who you are? Or have you subordinated yourself to society? Have you subordinated yourself to your parents? Have you subordinated yourself to your partner? Have you subordinated yourself to the news? Have you subordinated yourself to TV? I don't know. But we've all subordinated ourselves in some way or another. And as much as I'd like to think I'm awake, I really understand that I still have unconscious mental habits that are running parts of my life that I'm not even aware of yet and that I'm working on digging up so that I can change. You see, that's a lifelong process. It's not a process that ends because you've done so much work. No, the process of becoming aware, becoming awake, becoming unique, a process of creating your life is a process that goes on forever and ever and ever. Jessica's out there. Jessica, you're so freaking funny. She says, I'm just figuring myself out at 30. Jessica, I'm trying to figure myself out at 70. At 30, I had no clue. At 30, I was so unconscious, it was unbelievable. You're way ahead of the game, girl. I love smiling. Because God, I think the younger people today have a greater chance of becoming more aware at a much younger age because there's so much more information out there. And what's really interesting is that the people that I tend to be talking with are people that are younger. When I look at my YouTube audience and what is the demographic of my audience, you would have thought, well, he's 70. He must be talking to 65 to 75-year-olds. No. 65 to 75 make up about 8 or 9% of my audience. My biggest audience, believe it or not, is 25 to 34. Then my next biggest audience is 35 to 44, and then 45 to 54. That's where my main audience is. So there are people who are trying to get it at a much, 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 much younger age. Orlando's out there. He's 22. What a great age, 22. Do you realize Orlando at 22? I'd been married a year. I can't even believe that. But I was. And I was unconsciously married. I didn't know what I was doing. Neither did my wife. I just share that because I don't want people to be fooled and say, well, Lee made the right decision. Lee made the right decision and he was aware. That's why he got the right partner. That's why he's still with her. Hell no. Hell no, I didn't know what I was doing. I put a picture on Facebook this week of my wife and I at my sister-in-law's wedding with her parents. Look at my wife. She was a hottie. That's why I married her. It was that lustful thing. And she liked me. Lustful and liked me. Hell, that's a reason to lock it in, isn't it? Isn't that what we do? Isn't that why we get married? To lock someone in? So we value them, we want to prize them, we want to own them. It's an interesting concept. Now, I could go off on a tangent here about the whole concept of marriage. Do you need marriage to be in a loving, harmonious, beautiful relationship? No. Marriage is a man-made construct. And the reason marriage was created was simply so that you can pass wealth down. Wealth will not leave the family. Keshev says, people are always talking about their awakening. What does it really mean? It just means they're becoming more aware. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to really talk about that a little bit. Anyone who says they're fully awakened, I'm just going to say they're full of shit. Because no one is fully awakened. You cannot be conscious all the time with a body and with an ego. It is impossible. I don't care who you are. And anyone who says they're fully awakened, that's ego. Because if you're fully awakened, you don't even have to say it. You don't even need to say it because you realize it doesn't matter. Keshev doesn't want marriage. Keshev, if I remember right, you're like 15 or 16 years old. For God's sakes, dude, give yourself some time. Wait for those hormones to kick in and some beautiful young Indian woman walks past you and you say, oh, Lord, I love that energy. I'd like to spend some time with her. At 15, don't make your mind up about anything. At 15, be open to the possibility of a greater and greater and greater and greater and greater and greater life experience by just being open. That's the same thing I want to say to Orlando. Orlando's only 22. Jesus. Here's a scary thing, Orlando. You could be my grandson. Whoa! How did I get that old so fast? How did that happen? Keshev? Oh my God, I'm sorry, Keshev. You're now 16. The comments still apply, dude. 16, I didn't know anything at 16. Oh God, the only thing I knew is I didn't want any more pimples on my face at 16. That's how aware I was. Can someone help me with these pimples? I guess I'm in a mood today. Oh God, it's so much fun. Isn't life fun? See, the problem is we try to take life so seriously. Don't take it seriously. It isn't meant to be taken seriously. Life is meant to be enjoyed, everyone. Do you get that? What are you going to do today to enjoy life? Me, I've been researching a new microphone because I'm not really happy with this microphone that I'm using. So I've been researching one. So I'm going to go to a store and talk to an expert about a new one today. Then guess what else I'm going to do for really fun today? I'm going to go to the Plano Holistic Fair. And at 3 o'clock, I'm giving a talk. I don't know who's going to be there. Don't care. But I'm giving a talk on debunking the myth of love. If you want to know more about that and you're not here in Plano, Texas, and you can't come, go to my YouTube channel and look for the video that was just put up within the last 2 weeks. What is Agape? Debunking the myth of love. Watch it. It'll give you some ideas you've never heard before. Never heard before. Now, Joanna's out there and she checked in and she says, hello, lovely people. I want you to know Joanna's intuitive because how does she know we're lovely? Maybe we're all being very deceitful. We've got a mask on. This is not my face. This is a mask. Do you know why I know that? Because my face is about 40 years younger. This can't be my face. Oh, well, you can tell I'm in a state today. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. And what did I talk about today? Oh, I talked about that your mental attitude, your mental, and whether it's conscious or unconscious, it's creating your life. So your job is to create a mental attitude, to create a mental atmosphere, to create a mental thought patterns. And the best way to do it is to keep doing it over and over again so it becomes an unconscious pattern of thinking. Now you got a habit that serves you. Whoa! That's like the habit of serving you with abundance. Something you should think about. I have a millionaire mind, and I manifest millions and millions of dollars or billions of rupees, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter to me. But if you don't build the mental atmosphere of being wealthy, you will never be wealthy. And without wealth, guess what, folks? You can't do everything you want to do. You can't help other people when you want to help other people. You're worried about wealth. And if you don't have money, guess what? You can't become more spiritually aware because you're worrying about money. You're back at the lowest chakra level. So if you got a gift, find a way to give that gift. Serve more and more people. Let them give you energy. That energy is money. And then the world's in circulation. Whole new topic just covered just them. Anyway, I'm going to tell you, go create your great day. And I want you to know that I love you and I accept you just like you are. Be fun. Put a smile on your face. Until tomorrow, aloha, everyone.